Hello and welcome back to Level Up with Loraine. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the power of words to shape your reality. And we will do this through daily affirmations. Now, we often underestimate the impact of the words we use, but language is one of the most important tools we have. So today I'm sharing with you how you can harness the power of your words to shift your mindset and transform your life through daily affirmations. Daily affirmations are basically short, positive statements that you repeat to yourself or your loved one, ideally every day, to challenge and overcome unhelpful or negative thoughts. By consistently affirming a desired mindset or belief, you train your brain to accept those statements as true. And this can boost confidence, motivation, and resilience. And as the famous principle goes, as a man thinketh, so is he. And I will tell you what prompted this short but very powerful episode. So my daughter, who is 6 years old, has recently been asking a lot of questions around identity. She obviously now currently is going to a school that is predominantly Asian and Caucasian people, and she is a minority, and she's been very curious about the texture of her hair, her skin color, etc. And so we've been having some pretty difficult but very necessary conversations to empower her in that environment. Now, subsequently, we've also been having similar conversations with my mother, who turned 65 today. Happy birthday, Mom. And she's here, she's visiting us for a short while. And it's crazy how we were having similar conversations, right, with the 65-year-old older girl about similar things to do with self-esteem, self-worth, some of the things she still may struggle with in her big age. And I was drawing parallels from the two girls around how it's so important to empower ourselves with the language and to use our tongue as a tool for good for ourselves from a young age, whether you're 6, so whether you're dealing with a daughter, a son who is 6 years old, or if you are older, right? And I gave the example of my mom. Or if you're somewhere in between like myself, daily affirmations are super important. What you say to yourself is important because it sets you up for success. So before I wrap up the episode, I am going to share a few daily affirmations that you can absolutely come back to on a daily basis until you're comfortable to craft your own, and you can repeat them and say them daily, right, to reaffirm yourself. But I'm just going to quickly take you through why daily affirmations work. Now, firstly, repeating positive phrases rewires your neural pathways. It rewires your brain, and it makes optimistic thoughts more automatic over time. So before you know it, you're just a positive person. If you start your day by reaffirming yourself with positive affirmations, you're more likely to be chirpier, happier, and face each obstacle that you come across in the day with a positive mindset, thereby probably overcoming it better than you would if you didn't look at it positively. The other thing is daily affirmations really work because they become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, I'm sure this is a term most of us know, but when you tell yourself, I can do this, you're more likely to notice evidence that supports the capability of doing it. So daily affirmations work because they become self-fulfilling. And lastly, for daily affirmations to work, you have to actually make them a habit. So a habit formation is important. Tying affirmations to a daily ritual, such as saying them out loud in front of the mirror when you're brushing your teeth or when you're doing something that you do daily, will quickly turn that into a habit for you. And once it becomes a habit, you've anchored that into your life and it becomes reality for you. So whatever you're saying, whatever you are, the words that you're speaking to yourself daily become reality. But it requires for you to firstly form a habit until it becomes something that you do without fail and it becomes a reality. So brushing your teeth or morning coffee or when you're on the treadmill, So build consistency without, extra effort. Just find ways or simple times in your day where you can insert these daily affirmations and you can make time for them without making time for them, right? It becomes just a natural part of your day. So I'm about to wrap up and I am going to share with you 16 daily affirmations. And like I said before, these are affirmations you can come back to daily and, you can use them write them down and use them daily as your daily affirmations, or you can actually craft your own effective daily affirmations. And it's really 4 things that goes into crafting daily affirmations. You need to use present tense. So phrase them as if they're happening right now. I am confident. You don't want to be saying, I will be confident someday. You want to claim it and you wanted to use it as present tense. Secondly, you need to use positive language. So frame what you want, not what you don't want. I embrace challenges, not I don't fear failure, right? You want to be able to frame it with positive language. I embrace challenges, for example. The third thing is use your first person, I or my. So my ideas are valuable. I am valuable. And then lastly, make them specific and meaningful. Make them relevant to your goals or your struggle. So if you know that you struggle with maybe always being on the go and never taking time for yourself, then maybe a daily affirmation needs to be, I honor my need for rest and renewal. Or I learn and grow from every setback. If you're someone who struggles with getting back up when you've been knocked down, for example. So make them specific and meaningful. I am about to get into them. Get a pen and paper, get ready to write them down, or you can come back daily to this podcast and just play it from the 7.10 minute mark. Here we go. I am worthy of love and respect. I am unique and special. I am grateful for all I have. I believe in myself. I can do anything I put my mind to. I am beautiful inside and out. I am brave. I am resilient and I can overcome any obstacle. I choose to focus on the positive. I am worthy of happiness and joy. I am enough just as I am. I forgive myself for past mistakes. I am kind and compassionate. I can ask for support if I need help. I am learning and growing every day. I am grateful for the journey of life. So there you go. And these are some of the daily affirmations that I have been going through on my own. And I have been making it a point to do it with my daughter every morning for the past week, just before she goes to school. I hope you found this episode useful. I hope you can apply it to your own life and to your loved ones' lives. If you found this episode useful, if you enjoyed it, please share it far and wide with your network. Thank you again for being a loyal listener to those who are returning. And if you are new, I hope you found this episode useful. Until next time, continue to level up.